Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video on Deliverance and Reign. This video is going to be an introduction to the game, and just a quick run through of what it is and some of the cool things about it. So Deliverance and Reign is actually two games in one, Deliverance and Reign. Deliverance is sort of a Slay the Spire sort of game, and Reign is a sort of monster train sort of game. If we look into the Deliverance side of things, you have multiple characters that you can unlock through playing and unlocking currency in the game. I don't think there's any microtransactions in the game, so that's pretty cool. And you have hell layers which you unlock, which are extra difficulty to the game. If we look at this character, after you play your first game in the tutorial, you can choose to customize your starting deck with items and skills and whatnot. But let's just begin a run, just so you can get a feel for how this game is. Now, this is the pre-launch build, so it may change when it comes out live, but I'll give you an idea of at least how this game plays. You don't really have a mana pool, but you do have this thing called hero resource, which is accumulated on this chap by every time you heal yourself. And if you heal yourself 3 times, you get to use Grace, which on certain items, like this Holy Punch, you'll deal an additional 2 damage and then consume all those stacks. You can only have one buff or debuff at any time, and so you want to make sure that you can keep on top of cleansing yourself. It's all really self-explanatory. If you played a card game before, this will all make sense. The interesting thing is your health and all your other stats and debuffs, they all are retained throughout the entire run. So I'll just start off by moving through this. I won't go into too much detail about every single card, but this is all just attacking people. I don't need to heal myself. As with all these games, there are keywords that you need to learn, but let's move on through some gameplay. As you can see, I took 2 damage there, so I'm going to heal myself with 1 HP. This is look at the top 2 cards and pick one, so let's pick a damage card and just punch this guy down. There we go. Now you get to choose your end of turn rewards, treasure. Now this is an interesting concept in this game. You do have this idea of treasure where these are unplayable cards, but if you retain them through the end of a run, you get that much currency, and that's how you unlock more cards and other stuff like that. So I'm going to pick that up. Next room. You go through, in this case, lots in the top left. It shows you how many rooms you need to run before you fight the boss. In this case, 5 more rooms, and there are 4 bosses in total in here. So let's kill this. Another interesting feature is that your character can level up during the fight itself. So you can see an XP bar down here. I've leveled up, and that gives me abilities to unlock new skills, new weapons, all that sort of stuff, and put them into my deck. So on your turn, if you lose HP, restore that much. Let's go with this one. Restore 1 HP. Next non-legendary weapon you play gets triple damage. As I've said, this is not going to read into every single card and how this game works exactly, but I just want to get you an idea of how it feels in combat and stuff like that. So let's deal 1 damage, heal myself for 1, heal myself and deal 1 damage. Deal 6 damage out of poison to my discard pile, no thank you. I did that in case there was anything interesting to pick. Next room, 4 more to the boss. Deal, hit that. I get a crit, that'll kill it. Oh, it will get to 1 HP and I can kill it. And do 1 damage, it's all fine. There we go. And let's get an extra heal card. I do like healing. 1 use, restore 5 HP. If I play this, that gives me 5 HP, but then it's completely removed. Right, now you get to the idea of choosing what do you want to do next, a challenging battle or an elite battle. Let's choose elite. Similar to a lot of card games where you choose your path. Okay, let's go for healing myself for 1 HP. Deal 1 damage. Draw that. That's now empowered because I have 3 stacks of the hero resource. What do these things do? Ghost. Damage from weapons is decreased to 1 against this minion. When damaged, gain 1 anger. So let's minimize damage on that one. Damage there. There we go. I've taken 5 damage there. 1 use. This is the poison that was added to my deck from this guy. So heal myself. Play this to get out of my hand. Heal myself. Deal 1 damage to this guy. I've leveled up. What do I get? Light bind all minions. What the hell does that mean? Debuff, reduce creature attack by 1. All minions. Okay. Yeah, that's all the minions. Last damage. Deal 3 damage X times. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Let's go with Angelic Flash. That sounds fun. Okay. So, do I want to pick up more treasure? Probably not. Go for a nice weapon. That's free cycle. And it's do you want to bloat out your deck with treasure for more currency, or do you want to just move on? I'm not going to bloat out my deck just yet. Okay, light bind all minions. Let's do that. They all take less stuff there. These guys have regeneration, so unless I kill them this turn, they're going to get to full health. Let's look again. Just cycling through my deck. On death, inflict darkness, which is reducing draw. So let's do that. And then because I have cleanse, that's fine. Heal myself. Guy's doing no damage to me anyway. Heal myself. Heal myself. Heal myself. Might as well do damage, but he's going to get to full health again. And there we go. Perfect. If you have a debuff game block, nope. I don't need more cleanse. Heal myself again. Okay, let's carry on to the next room. Let's go for an easy battle. Let's just move through this. Okay. Perfect. Why not? Let's go for that. And now we go on to... not the boss. My mistake. Some treasure card, that's fine. Light bind all the enemy minions, make them really weak. That kills that. Go, leveled up. Let's see what we get. Persia non-boss minion, which means to debuff it, get rid of its buffs. And draw 3 cards, discard 2. That sounds useful. Perfect, all done. Add a copy of the next weapon card you play into your hand. That sounds fun. Heal myself, next room. Now this is the boss fight. I can choose, does he want to get stronger or inflict darkness? Let's go with inflict darkness. Go with that. Draw 3 cards, discard 2. Let's discard these 2. Okay, good damage to start. I want him to gain 1 anger. Let's cleanse myself. Heal myself. Look for a card. Might as well heal myself again. End turn. I want to apply darkness this time. Let's do damage, damage, heal, look for a card. Keep the damage up, cleanse myself. Because I'm cleansed, I want him to do darkness again. And let's go with draw 3 cards. Oh wow, let's get rid of the healing and the searching. Let's just do full damage. And there you go. Now we get legendary reward. Let's go for the monkey paw. Why not? And let's go for that as well. And that'll do for me. And then you move on to the next set of dungeons after getting another update. You know, there's all these things you can choose, all different enemies you can fight, lots of different characters you can play, and that's sort of how this side of the game works, really. The second part of this game is called Reign. Reign is very much like Monster Train, and I'll just start with a quick game here. In this game, the idea is that you build up 3 levels of defenses to protect your hero at the very top from the enemies who will progress from the bottom floor all the way to the top floor. You have special cards and different classes you can play, and spells that you can use to shoot people. But it's very similar to Monster Train if you've ever played that before. I quite like this game mode. It's something that it's a sort of a game that I do enjoy quite a lot, and I like the idea of creating defenses that's sort of like a tower defense sort of game almost. But I think that you'll probably see over the coming days that there are more content coming from this side of the game than the other side of the game. Overall, I think Deliverance Reign is a really interesting combination of both sides of card games that have become popular over the last few years. It's not often that you find a game that is sort of billed as value for money because it's 2 games in one, but I think this is done really well and captured strong elements from both sides of the card game genre. So I hope you'll enjoy some of the content for Deliverance Reign that I've put out as well. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.